Let's pick up where we left off, and today we're doing mass. Okay, so we learned how to convert from moles into a number: atoms, molecules, formula units. Today, the mole can be a number of grams, and it's real simple. All you got to do is look at the periodic table and figure out how many grams it is based on the number that's on the periodic table. Okay, this is called the molar mass, or the mass of 1 mole in grams. So you look at the periodic table, and I want you to find carbon on your periodic table. Carbon has an atomic mass of 12.01. Well, that also works for grams. So now instead of saying 12.01 AMU, you just call it grams. It's 12 grams. Oxygen is 16 grams per mole. Okay, so for every 1 mole of oxygen, we have 16 grams of oxygen. 1 mole of oxygen atoms. If you have 1 mole of hydrogen, that's 1 gram. Okay, if it's a compound, you just have to add them up. So let's take a look at these examples. Again, you have to look at the periodic table. What is the molar mass of carbon? Okay, that would be 12 grams per mole. 1 mole is equal to 12 grams. What's the molar mass of carbon tetrachloride? Well, here's where you have to add it up. Carbon is equal to 12 grams per mole. Chlorine is equal to 35.5 grams per mole, but notice we have 4 chlorines. So we got to multiply that by 4 and then add up the total. So 35.5 times 4 plus 12 is equal to 154 grams per mole. This is the molar mass for carbon tetrachloride, CCl4. Okay, so it's as simple as that. You just look at the numbers on the periodic table, and that'll give you the mass of 1 mole. Now we can take that and use that in our dimensional analysis conversions. So let's do a sample problem for that. Here we go. How many grams are there in 9.45 moles of dinitrogen trioxide? So here's where it starts to get a little tricky, because now not only do you have to remember how to do dimensional analysis, but you got to remember how to write formulas from names. So this is all of this stuff just starts to come together. And I'm telling you, if you've missed anything out over the past semester, you have got to come and get help and get it all figured out, because stoichiometry, which is the next thing that we're doing, is basically everything that we've learned all put together in one nice tidy little bundle. Isn't that going to be fun? So again, write what you know. We know we have 9.45 moles of dinitrogen, so that's N2, trioxide, O3. If you can't get this formula right, then you can't add up the numbers from the periodic table correctly, and there's no way you can get the right answer. So it's all builds upon each other. You have to know the formulas and how to find the formulas. What do we want to know? Look for the question words. How many grams? So we're looking for grams of N2O3. Write what you know again. 9.45 moles of N2O3 times and then a line. Moles on the bottom. Can we go from moles of N2O3 into grams of N2O3? And the answer now is yes. How do you find the number of grams? You'd look at the periodic table. 1 mole, it's always 1, is equal to, well, you have to add it up. 2 nitrogens, so that's 2 times 14, plus 3 oxygens, that's 3 times 16. Okay, so when you add that up, 2 times 14 is 28, plus 16 times 3, you get a grand total of 76 grams per mole. So 1 mole is equal to 76 grams. Now you can solve. 9.45 times 76 comes out to be, you should get 718.2 grams of N2O3. Do not forget to label your answers completely. Don't just write grams. You have to write grams of N2O3. Complete labels. Let's do another example. Find the number of moles in 92.2 grams of iron 3 oxide. Okay? Write what you know. Are you getting tired of hearing me say that yet? Iron 3 oxide is Fe2O3. Make sure you can write these names and these formulas correctly. You're going to have a rough time if you can't. We want to know how many moles this is. Fe2O3. 92.2 grams. Write what you know again. Times and then a line. Grams of Fe2O3 on the bottom. We can go to moles from grams by looking at the periodic table. We have 2 irons and 3 oxygens. Okay, so 2 irons, that's 2 times 55.85, and 3 oxygens is 3 times 16. So when you add that up, 2 times 55.85 plus 3 times 16, you get a grand total, a molar mass of 159.7 grams per mole. So that means that 1 mole is equal to 159.7 grams. Again, all these numbers are coming right from the periodic table. Now I've gotten into moles, and I can simply solve 92.2 divided by 159.7 gives me an answer of 0.57 moles of Fe2O3. Easy, right? Everybody's becoming an expert. Expert chemists. So last but not least, we can convert a mole into a number of liters, and we will look at that in our next lecture.